following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
From a toot and a whistle and a plunk and a boom. That's where the music, that's where the music, that's where the music comes from.
The world is a carousel of color. Wonderful, wonderful color.
Walt Disney presents
The wonderful world of color.
brought to you by RCA, the world's most broadly based electronics company, a leader in space research, in electronic medical science, in educational TV, and in home entertainment. In so many ways, RCA is part of your life.
Have you seen color television lately? Look into it. You can see variety programs, westerns, sports shows. Program after program is coming out in color. And with an RCA Victor color set, the color is natural, the picture alive. RCA began building color television experience more than 20 years ago. Went into every angle, improved, perfected, and came out with unsurpassed natural color. So look into it. Remember, more people own RCA Victor TV than any other kind. Let RCA make color TV a part of your life. You'll love it. RCA, the most trusted name in television.
From Walt Disney's wonderful world of color this week, Toot, Whistle, Plunk and Boom.
Toot and a whistle and a plunk and a boom. That's where the music, that's where the music, that's where the music comes from.
Okay for a print. Take 10, boys.
And now your host, Walt Disney.
The lyrics of the song you just heard being recorded bring to mind a very intriguing idea. Just where did all these wonderful musical instruments come from in the first place? It's an actual fact that each and every one of them owes its origin to one of four basic sounds. Either a toot, or a whistle, or a plunk, or a boom. Now I want you to meet a wise old bird. A certain Professor Owl who is an authority on music. I'm going to call on him to take over this program and tell you all about where the music comes from.
I heard your bugle call, and here I am to help you out if you're in a jam. So wipe that troubled look from off your pan, sir. No matter what the question is, I've got the answer.
Well, here's the problem. I don't think that I'm the one who should presume to talk about this toot whistle, plunk and boom. Boom, presume. He's got me doing it too. Well, with all your knowledge, sir, it's only fair that you explain it to the folks out there.
Folks? Where? Oh! Out there! Well, talk to them, I'd be delighted. An audience this big gets me excited. Yes, sirree. Where shall we start? With melody or harmony or timpani, rock and roll, barcarolle, swing and jazz, razzmatazz, blues and bop?
Hold on, stop. That's fine as long as you don't forget to tell the folks about toot whistle, plunk and boom, and where all the music comes from.
Of course. I'll tell them all about it. Say, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to invite all you people up to my little red musical schoolhouse. Yes, sirree, I'm going to let them actually sit in on my classes. Folks, in our school, you know we have fun with all kinds of subjects. There's history and mystery, reading, spelling, storytelling, economics, also comics, rinky-tinks and tiddlywinks, politics and politics, poems tragic, also magic, spin the bottle, yes?
Professor, and where all the music comes from.
Yes. And toot, whistle, plunk, and boom, too. I give you my word. Now, if you folks out there will come with me, we'll all fly up to my schoolhouse in the tree. And so, here we go. Now, stay very close behind me. Oh, pardon my back. Is everybody here?
Yes, teacher.
Susie Sparrow.
Here, teacher.
Betty Birdbrain. Here, teacher. The Canary Sisters.
Here.
Penelope Pinfeather.
Here.
Pupils, I've brought into our room some guests who want to know about toot, whistle, plunk, and boom. So turn around and say hello.
Good morning, dear people. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear people.
And how do you do?
Now, the first thing that we have to do is to have our spelling word review. The words we've learned to spell are rat
And man.
cow.
Tired.
We'll also learn some that are new, like house and malt and maiden, too.
Like house and malt and maiden too.
Now, H-O-U-S-E spells house.
Yes, H-O-U-S-E spells house. This is the house that Jack built. This is the malt that lay in the house that Jack built.
This is the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built.
This is the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cow with the crumpled horn that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat
That ate the malt.
that lay in the house that Jack built.
This is the maiden, all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn.
That tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat
That ate the malt.
that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the man all tattered and torn that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the malt, that lay in the house that Jack built.
And now, students, we are going to have a lesson in harmony.
Oh, how happy we will be when we learn our harmony.
Now, with this chart, I will impart just what I mean by harmony. This is a map of music land. Recently discovered islands are these, the Boogie Woogie Archipelago. And years before were found these Isles of Bop, where jive trees grow. Going still further back, we find the lands of ancient history, the Isles of Swing. And even long before their time, the law of ancient fable has no equal to the jolly land of jazz, which lay within a wild, discordant sea, across the way from long-hair land of symphony. Behold, Queen Cello. With iron discipline, she ruled this land of symphony. For ragtime rhythms, she had no sympathy. But these stern sentiments were not shared by Princess Fiddly-Dee, her daughter, whose heart was on the Isle of Jazz across the water. Isle of Jazz was good King Sax, the apple of whose eye was Crown Prince Max. The heart of this young prince had also gone astray across the Discord Sea. Alas, he loved the daughter of his father's enemy. And so they were married, as you can see, and evermore lived happily, in perfect peace and harmony. Dear guests and pupils, so should we.
And so should we, and so should we.
This feather is the symbol of a great new advance in hi-fi stereo. The new RCA Victor Feather Action Tone Arm. It's the big news in RCA Victor New Vista Stereo for 1964. This amazing tone arm does more than just play your stereo records beautifully. The Feather Action Tone Arm protects them while they're playing. The secret is RCA Victor's new pressure limiting pickup. It actually floats inside the tone arm. It automatically adjusts to pressure, even when the record is as warped as this one. This emblem means protection for your favorite records. RCA Victor Stereo, with a Feather Action Tone Arm, along with the Studiomatic Changer, brings you brilliant, natural sound. See many of the new 1964 models at your RCA Victor dealers. RCA, the most trusted name in sound.
Now, the next thing that we learn today is how to farm the modern way. A farmer's life we're going to see is not the way it used to be. For while they're mechanized, with methods new, they've modernized their music, too.
Old MacDonald had a piano. Yeah, old MacDonald had a wife. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in this band he played piano, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O.
Now, pupils, as you know, the foundation of all learning is contained in the three R's. So now the thing we'll do is read. Roberta Robin, please proceed.
Johnny lives in a big city and has everything a little boy could want.
Everything, everything.
He has a place to pan for gold.
Penny, penny.
And he has time enough to shoot a buffalo every day.
Shooting, shooting.
And every night he dreams he is a cowboy riding the range.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Riding, riding along. Oh, a cowboy needs a horse, needs a horse, needs a horse. And he's gotta have a rope, have a rope, have a rope. And he ought to have a song, have a song, have a song, if he wants to keep riding. Now a cowboy needs a hat, needs a hat, needs a hat, and a pair of fancy boots, fancy boots, fancy boots, and a set of shiny spurs, shiny spurs, shiny spurs, if he wants to keep riding. Oh, the fence is long and the sun is hot, and the good Lord knows that a cowboy's gotta keep riding, riding along. So he gets himself a horse and a rope and a song, and he finds himself a hat, fancy boots, shiny spurs, and there's nothing more he needs or can have or can get if he wants to keep riding, riding along.
Every home should have an FM stereo radio, a stereo phonograph, a color television set. But if you'd like all of these in one magnificent cabinet, see the new RCA Victor Home Entertainment Center. Fine all-wood cabinetry in every decor. Danish modern, Italian provincial, early American, or this fine traditional, the Corinthian. Each features RCA Victor performance-proved color television, as well as a superb stereophonic record player and FM, AM radio, plus static-free FM stereo radio. See a wide selection of home entertainment centers with color TV or black and white TV at your RCA Victor dealers now. RCA, the most trusted name in electronics.
Today's lesson will be about something we really can't do without. About food? No. About something everybody loves. Money? No. The subject, yes. The subject for today is melody. A melody? Like when you get sick? No.
M-E-L-O-D-Y, melody. The subject for today will be a melody.
Gosh, teacher, what is a melody? Now, if you take a few notes, say 2, or 3, or 4, you can always add more. And pupils, what have you got? What have you got?
You got a melody.
Right! Now, let us fly to nature and lend an ear to the multitude of musical sounds we hear. I don't hear nothing. Gosh, that's better.
when the robin chirps in the warm spring weather.
And the cricket rubs his wings together when the wind blows free through the willow tree. Mother Nature's busy making melody. Oh, the bird and the cricket and the willow tree. Yes, the bird and the cricket and the willow tree. Oh, you don't need a ticket for the concert in the thicket from the birdie and the cricket and the willow tree.
The willow tree?
The bird and the cricket and the weeping willow tree.
Now, of all the creatures on this earth, only 2 species can sing. Us birds and this animal called Homo sapiens. Homer sapiens? Man to you. You see? He even makes melody when he talks. Why, what do you mean? Oh, what do you know about that? And the female of the species is even more musical than the male. Here we have an example of a fugue, or overlapping melodies.
Listen, Mabel, I've got the real dirt on this. You know, you won't believe it. I got you laugh yourself to death, but I know you'll leave it. Stop laughing myself.
We have here a chart. Quiet! Now we have here a chart. Now we have here a chart which will clearly demonstrate how our lives are lived from A to Z, step by step, to a melody. We are born. We are born. We go to school.
Oh, how happy I will be when I've learned my ABC.
Higher education. Mating season.
Drink to me only with thine eyes.
We marry.
Here comes the bride.
And there goes the groom. The prime of life. We begin to resent our birthdays. That first gray hair. We are beginning to slow down. We are about finished. We go to our reward.
Golden slippers, golden slippers, golden slippers, I'm going to wear to walk the golden street.
Next, we'll discuss inspiration. I want each one of you to draw me a picture of something we make melodies about. Susie Sparrow?
Take a lemon drop moon in the marshmallow sky. Take a candy cane kid with a gleam in his eye. When in walks a dream from heaven above, then a song fills his heart and he sings of love.
Love, 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 love.
Penelope Pinfeather, recite your piece.
Sailing, boating upon the ocean blue, gave the inspiration for the song we sing to you.
A life on the ocean wave, a home on the rolling deep.
Here's another one.
Oh, the old iron horse went a-chugging along, chugging along, chugging along. Oh, they hammered the rails with a bucket full of nails, singing the railroad song. Don't forget cowboys. Get along, get along, get along.
And engines.
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie.
Are there any more?
Motherhood, motherhood, gives one a thrill that no other could. Beautiful, beautiful motherhood.
Oh, we sing about the moon.
We sing about the rain.
We sing about steamboats and we sing about planes.
We sing about beauty. But the fact remains that we never...
Now we never, ever sing about rain.
Now, students, in conclusion, I wish to point out that beautiful symphonies are often created from simple melodies like the bird and the cricket and the willow tree.
The Kodak World's Fair of Picture Taking goes to the rodeo. This is rodeo, a truly American tradition where every event is alive with action. And action at the rodeo or in your own backyard calls for movies. Nothing captures action like movies. And with the new Electric 8 Zoom camera by Kodak, you'll find movies more rewarding than ever. The Electric 8 Zoom sets itself for light automatically, zooms in or out with a flick of the finger, and gives you effortless loading with this new film cassette. Discover the excitement of Kodak movies, the nearest thing to life itself. The Electric 8 Zoom is just one of the fine movie cameras that are part of the Kodak World's Fair of Picture Taking. Be sure to see it at the New York World's Fair and at your Kodak dealers where you see this display.
Here there are two ways to go. You can either plunk it or play it with a bow. our last caveman with his rhythmic slap have come all things that click or tap. Came rattles, bells, and we presume all other instruments that go boom.
Toot and the whistle and the plunk and the boom, right from the old Stone Ages. Everywhere you hear a band or a symphony so grand, in music oriental, the toot and the whistle and the plunk and the boom are very instrumental. Or the trombone toot, the calliope whistle, and the band goes plunka 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 too. Then the drums boom boom with a click clack boom in a Latin rhythm. You remember what we say when the band begins to play, where all the music comes from a toot and a whistle and a plunk and a boom. That's where the music, that's where the music, that's where the music comes from.
On our next program, we'll bring you a true life story about one of the original pioneers of the Old West. He has a lot of names: cougar, puma, panther, catamount, just plain old varmint or mountain lion. In just a minute, we will introduce you to the killer of the high country.
All the fun and excitement of your good times come home in color prints, slides, or movies the easy, reliable way when you use Kodak prepaid processing mailers. As you finish each roll, put it in a Kodak mailer and drop it in the mail. Kodak will process your pictures and return them directly to your home, ready to enjoy in sparkling color. When you travel, use Kodak prepaid processing mailers. Kodak, the name for quality in pictures.
On our next program, killers of the high country are on trial for their lives and their right even to exist within the realm of mankind. The charge, murder. Witness for the prosecution is the professional hunter, keeper of man's law. And in this unusual Western adventure, the King Cat stands in his own defense, his life story open for the record. The frisky, carefree times of his youth, the perils of growing up. Then, of course, nature's way of poking fun at the dignified lion. And there's always the threat of sudden disaster in his quest for survival. But the greatest tests the king must face are temptations from man and the frustrations of defeat. Then, a day of reckoning. The outlaw monarch is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. True or false, the charges against the mountain lion are quick and decisive. You are invited to be right here for this dramatic adventure as the excitement of the chase becomes a trial by fire for Killers of the High Country on Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color.
That's Arnold Palmer. 300 yards right down the middle. Chip to the green. And down in one putt for a birdie. It takes a real pro using the finest equipment to play golf like that. Off the golf course, Arnold Palmer likes to deal with people who are real pros in their own fields. That's why he picks a local TV serviceman who's a real pro to fix his set. Your local serviceman has the experience and training it takes to service black and white and color TV. And he uses the finest quality products, like dependable RCA TV tubes. So when your TV set needs service, take a lesson from Arnold Palmer. Call in a real pro, your local independent serviceman who backs up his own integrity and competence with quality tubes that bring out the best in any TV set. Tubes by RCA, the most trusted name in electronics.
Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color has been brought to you by RCA, the world's most broadly based electronics company. A leader in worldwide communications, electronic data processing, defense systems, communications, and other satellites. RCA, the most trusted name in electronics.